morning, everybody. Welcome to our go-home show for WrestleMania 37. We are hot. You can tell by the pictures behind us. Thoughts Count Anywhere is on fire. We just reached 10,000 likes on our show page on Facebook. 10,000. We got new merchandise to show you in our shop. And we got a lot to talk about.
We doing things.
You better jump on the train now because the train is going fast, folks. I am Aaron Phillips, joined by the Chief and Matt Mullen.
What's up?
You are watching the latest edition. We are excited. It is WrestleMania time. Things are happening and shaking. Gentlemen, how you doing this week?
Blessed.
I like that.
Exhausted.
That's always a good one, I guess. 702-329-6947 is our number, and press 1 to come into the studio. And we want to hear your predictions for WrestleMania Night 1 or Night 2. Big news was announced last night. I'm not disclosing it yet. Hang on, Chief. I know you want to rant about it. I know. We'll get there, though. A lot of news was announced. We're going to get to it. Talk about the cards. There's so much going on. I wish we had time to do more than an hour, but unfortunately we do not today. A lot going on, so let's get right to it. First of all, 702-329-6947, press 1. Our chat rooms are open. We do ask, though, that if you give us a call, give us your predictions live. So, are you guys ready? We're ready to get ready. There's a lot going on. I mean, our run sheet's about 20 pages long, plus the results of our Round 2 tournament for best entrances right now being done on thoughtscountanywhere.com website. And we're going to go over some of those if time allows. But first, let's get started with I Hear Voices. All right, Becky Lynch. There was a lot of talk about the possibility of her returning for WrestleMania 37 at some point. However, the man posted a rather great picture on social media. Matt, why don't you talk about it?
She posted a picture with like a rather interesting caption. But if you get the first letter of each of, like, what she said, it spells out Night 1. I don't know if she's just trolling everybody, but my guess is Bayley's not advertised for WrestleMania yet. Maybe she's doing, like, her little talk show thing. Maybe a big monster truck pulls up to Raymond James Stadium and the man returns.
How about a helicopter?
Either one. Whatever brings Becky Lynch back, please.
Just no zip lines.
No.
No zip lines.
Am I on?
You're on.
Okay, just checking.
Pull the mic closer to you. So you have to keep... You're leaning forward like you're praying.
Me.
You.
Okay.
All right. Listen, I thought, and I said, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, I thought Becky Lynch coming back to face Asuka after Charlotte's news broke that she was not going to be able to make it, after how she just simply handed her the belt. But I would love to see her make an appearance. If it's going through the door with Bayley, whatever, I think that would be great. And I think this year's WrestleMania is going to be a lot like Royal Rumble. Surprise events, surprise people going to show up that we haven't seen in a while, whoever, whatever. But this is going to be an interesting show in many ways over 2 nights.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
5 o'clock our time today.
Yeah, and they're doing a pre-show, but I don't think there's any matches on the pre-show, if I'm not mistaken. Why? Because they want to save the first pop and the pops for live people for when the guys walk through the curtain. So, we're done with I Hear Voices. I want to jump the shark because it's a natural segue to the big announcement yesterday and why it may have happened. So, Chief, I'm going to give you the floor to boast about spread your peacock feathers about your prediction.
Yeah, I had 2 gentlemen last week, telling me, well, women can't.
Oh, we never said can't.
Whoa.
We never said can't.
Or shouldn't.
I don't know, shouldn't, but we were not on board with the change.
No, you weren't. You guys were just blackballing me last week. And you know what? Here's the bottom line. The women are the main event for day 1 at WrestleMania, and I'm talking about, let me get it here. Let me get it. I'm getting
It's so important you forgot the name.
No. I'm looking for it, and Christ,
Bianca and
it
Sasha.
isn't even the bottom one. It should be the top one on the run sheet. It's all the way to halfway down. Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. And you see, women can main event shows, and they should be.
Well, let's remind everybody, they've done it before. This is going to be, the second time that the ladies are main eventing a show.
It was stated last week that there was no way they were going to main event the show.
Oh, we didn't say that.
I beg to differ with you.
Do you need like a
three-quarters Alzheimer's?
I'm going to take this hammer and hit you in a minute.
I'd love to say let's go to the videotape, but unfortunately I had no time to prepare pulling up last week's show.
Hey,
but listen,
I'm just excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. It's going to be a great show. And you know what? It's all good. But the man over here caught what we think is going to be a breakthrough tonight.
Could be a spoiler.
On day one. My man Matt, he caught it. And kudos to you, sir.
Garth says, looks like Chief Sometimers is kicking in again. By the way, Garth,
that's three-quarters halfheimers. Get it right, you dummy.
Well, he may still be under anesthesia.
He's under anesthesia, all right.
He had his knee done. He had a meniscus repair. So, Garth, we're thinking about you and speedy recovery.
Get well soon, bud.
Yes,
absolutely,
sir.
Absolutely.
And everybody in the chat, good morning to you all.
Absolutely. So let's though we were talking about this also in conjunction with the change of the main event. Was why is Drew and Lashley going on first? And I think everybody will agree as to the reason, and that is very simply this. Drew McIntyre is going to be the first person to walk through the curtain for tonight to get that pop that he didn't get at last WrestleMania. Whether win or lose, he's going to get popped tonight. And I think that's why the secondary reason is so that Drew gets his moment in front of a crowd.
I totally agree with you. Totally.
Oh, we have a call coming in. Caller right now on the line is Mr. Jason. How are you, buddy?
Good, man. How you doing?
We are doing well. What's going on?
So, I already hear Chief plugging Matt, so let's give Matt and fill his head up even more. Mr. Undefeated in calling matches when it comes to who gets belts.
Who?
I know things.
Well, let's see. We all called it with our main man, Karrion Kross.
Right.
He called it on the tag belts of NXT.
Right.
So, now, Matt, here's one for you.
Huh?
Rhea Ripley defeats Asuka and then faces Becky Lynch.
Most likely.
At which event? The next big pay-per-view, SummerSlam?
Either at SummerSlam, and they start teasing it at Monday Night Raw.
That could be. That's another good one. And also, we still have to factor in there the return of Charlotte. Let's face it. She's going to be medically cleared if she hasn't already. So Charlotte's got to get back in the mix because she didn't get her opportunity against Asuka.
And the one we haven't mentioned yet is Ronda Rousey.
That's right. A lot of speculation about her as well.
True that.
I'm glad someone was keeping track of what we said, Jason. Thank you so much. Because
well, here I'm gonna interject on that one with what Chief said, and go with this. Chief, Matt, and Aaron never said that women couldn't main event. They never said that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what he said.
You need to clean your ears.
Oh, do I now?
Oh, do you?
Look here, Mr. brand new bellboy who doesn't know how to do it right.
Oh, my goodness.
I got you. Never mind.
By the way, Garth says you have people, Matt. Matt Mullen has people. Hey, Jason, good hearing from you, buddy.
Good talking to you.
Later, guys.
All right.
See you, Jason.
All right. See, everybody's in touch with our universe here, keeping track of what we say. By the way, here's a little transition I want to do since we spoke about that. Can you bring up the website, Mr. Producer, if you don't mind? Our website, updated with all the great things. Here you go. Greatest entrance of all time, round 2. The bracket should be showing up, but we have the bracket. We'll talk about who is entering round 3 in a moment. But more importantly, folks, I want to address your attention to our shop, our merchandise shop. Our shop is growing. Why? Because we have such great fans out there. You asked for it. You called us for it, and guess what, folks? You're getting it. There it is, coming up right there. One of our latest pieces of merchandise. If you love the Chief and you love his rants, buy it now for what? Only $20, I believe. Is that correct, Mr. Matt?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you don't want it on a shirt, if you click on the item, you can simply click the drop down right here. As you can see, multiple sizes. You can even get it in blue. There you go. But you can also get Chiefs Rant on all of these other opportunities. Imagine putting Chiefs Rant on a face cover as your mask, having the Chief Rant on there, or a Cam koozie, or if you have, like, how about this one? How about a Chiefs Rant on a baby onesie? How cool is that? All right? So even kids can rant. So let's get that. And then the other newest edition, which we absolutely love and got a lot of great play online. Look at that one. Thoughts Count Anywhere. Why? As Vince McMahon Puppet would say, it's good shit, man. Absolutely. Already creating a buzz online. $20 up to 3X. Only comes in white right now. But again, you can also get it in all these other products that are here available. Tank tops, hoodies, whatever you want. So we love our fans. Our fans we know are... Mike Halverson wants to know, do they come in 5Xs? Matt, since you work on the site, I don't think they do.
I have to look real quick. I don't know.
Mike, you can buy one 3X and one 2X, and we'll just put it together for you. Ooh, Thomas Burnett says Chief is way better than Mr. Piper. I don't think he's talking about Rowdy. I think he's talking about our previous caller, Mr. Jason.
I think that was Chief approved.
That was Chief approved, exactly. All right, so visit our shop. We would appreciate your support, and, of course, share our website, share our page. We're all over the place. You know that on social media. And soon, if you go to the Go Live Vegas website, which is greatly, greatly upgraded, it's done a great job here. Aaron Elikas and Raquel Elikas, they have revamped this whole thing here. Plays great 80s music. That's all we're going to hear. Great 80s music and drops and commercials and things from that time. But check this out. Go to the shows page right there. And look at this in the upper left-hand corner. You want to listen through the website. There it is. You can listen, but check this out. Look at the list of shows that are now here on Go Live. And if you click on Thoughts Count Anywhere, isn't this cool? Check this out. There we are. We're going to pop up right here on the screen. Look at that. Brand new logo. The day and time we're on. Our good friend, can I say that? Our good friend John Cena, right there on our page, talking about us, why Thoughts Count Anywhere. And then eventually we'll see bios for everybody here on the page. Great information.
He was too busy to make a WrestleMania appearance, but he wasn't busy enough to make a commercial for us.
That's right. Well, Thoughts Count Anywhere, man.
That's how we roll.
We got them. So GoLive.Vegas is the website. Of course, the app is always available. Go Live Vegas on your downloadable app. All right, we're a couple of minutes early, which is great. Save more time for conversation. We're going to take our quick break. 60 seconds. The three Thoughtsmen will be back right after this.
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
If inspiration is the beginning, where does it lead? Experience the 2021 Mazda 3 sedan and see where inspiration can take you.
Grab the brass ring in a 2021 Mazda 3 with exclusive FSW discounts at Findlay Mazda. Get Garth today at the Valley Auto Mall.
All right, welcome back to Thoughts Count Anywhere. We thank you for tuning in. 702-329-6947 is our number. Give us a call with your thoughts and ideas and predictions for tonight's show.
Who's calling in next?
Who's calling? Who? Do it. Do it now. I'll tell you what, the next caller that calls in with their predictions, if you're here in Las Vegas or anywhere, you got to give us your predictions, and you got to be a fan. If you've won something in the last 30 days, unfortunately, you are disqualified. Not that we're keeping track. I will give you a certificate from Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. $99.99 value for 50 minutes for free. Call in with your predictions and we'll get you hooked up if you need a massage. And I'm talking like, this is a professional massage. I'll just leave it at that. All right. Round 3 of our tournament. We're going into the, what did we say? Grade 8. In our upper left bracket, we have The Undertaker taking on Shawn Michaels. Then we have The Rock taking on Triple H. The Fiend versus The Brood. I think it's ironic. You got two groups there from the same, spiritual background. And then the Sandman has made his way through, taking on Kurt Angle. That's our grade 8.
EC Dub.
We don't forget anybody. All right, NXT, let's do it. All right. Night one, the pre-show, we saw Zoe Stark defeated Toni Storm. Gentlemen, we have a special interest in one of these ladies, don't we?
Yeah, it was a good match. It's really cool to see Lacey Ryan getting the push.
Who's Lacey Ryan?
That's Zoe Stark.
Oh, you mean the WWE changed somebody's name?
They
Like
they
Taya
wouldn't,
Valkyrie?
they wouldn't do that. Isn't her new name's Frenchie something? Frenchie Le Pew or something?
Oh, it's not Frenchie Le Pew. Oh, look at this. We got a phone call. Look at that. Excellent. Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from and your name, please?
Calling from Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Duke Lawrence tuning in to the show.
Duke, big man. I'll see you at Versus later on, my friend. All right. Give us some predictions, man, and then I could hook you up for that 50-minute massage. What you got?
Oh, man, I'm going straight toward the topic that was addressed earlier today.
Oh.
Bianca Belair and
right.
Sasha Banks match. I do believe that it's tough, but I'm going with Bianca Belair. I feel like she has a huge future in the industry, and this match is going to be the biggest of her career. And I feel like, they're probably going to give her the recognition that she deserves. Sorry to say that for the Sasha Banks fans, but I think this is the time that she drops her title. And I think it's time for a new reign of the Bianca Belair era.
Funny thing is, isn't this like Sasha's longest reign holding any of the belts? I mean, she's been known to drop them quickly. She's gotten
It's the first time she's ever defended a belt.
Right, exactly. And you know what, Duke? I agree with you. I think it's. Listen, Sasha's a champion. We know that, but I agree. If we always talk about bringing up the newer people and having their opportunity, and Duke, I think this is right on line with that. And so I agree with you. I'm jumping the shark in our predictions, but I agree with that.
I'm also going to go ahead and say since we're talking about the women's titles, I think Rhea Ripley for sure should win that belt. I'm going with Ripley. Like, if you think about her reign in NXT, and now she's bringing that over to the main show, I think that's what's going to happen. But I do think shortly after she wins, she will get confronted by Charlotte for a title shot.
Duke, this is Chief. Are you wrestling today?
Yes, sir, I am.
When I get there, I want to shake your hand. You just made a fan. You're 2 for 2 in my book.
That's only because you're agreeing with him, Duke. That's the only reason.
I appreciate that, Chief.
And no problem, Duke. See, I get tag teamed on this show a lot, and they like to disagree with the old man, but normally the old man's pretty right.
Well, listen, listen, for those of you who don't know who Duke is, you can check him out on the Versus Pro Wrestling site. There's a card there today at 2 p.m. at the studios to the Boulevard Mall. Duke is, how tall are you, about 6'7"?
6'7", yes, correct.
And about, 150 pounds soaking wet?
I wish, man.
Hey, Duke, I'll take...
Go ahead.
I'll take him out for you. I'll even be I'm going to ring the bell over there today, so if he gives you any shit, I'll become your manager real quick. And
there you go.
I'll take him
Jumping on the bandwagon, Chief.
Hey, vice versa. You got Big Duke on your side. So.
There you go.
Thank you, brother.
All right, Duke, I need you to email me your email address and pertinent information to mine so I can forward it to the folks at Hand and Stone. I need you to email me at AP, just like my first initials, Apple Pirate. Thinking of Buggy all of a sudden. Let's see. Do we want to do that one? No, I'm going to change that one. Let's just do it this way. Just send it to Aaron Phillips, LV 2018
Aaron Phillips, LV 2018
at Gmail.
Got it.
And and the reason I gave you that one, that's my regular one. I totally blanked on what my TCA email is. That's why I'm like, what is my TCA email? I got so many emails. Email me your pertinence, dude, and I'll set it up for you, all right?
Awesome. Sounds good.
Thanks, brother. We'll see you in the afternoon.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks,
see you,
man.
Duke.
Sean Hyde in the chat room says, in the final of our tournament, he's predicting The Undertaker versus The Sandman.
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty
good guess.
Absolutely. And by the way, after this bracket, we have other ideas to put up. As well, so this seems to be a great thing, and I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. Okay, so we heard from Duke with his predictions, and I'll tell you what, whatever he speaks, I'm going to listen because he's a big mother. He's a big guy.
Sean says Lacey changed her name. She never liked Lacey Ryan.
Yeah, but the first name of Lacey's the same. Last names, Matt Riddle becoming Riddle, to me, that's not a change. Taya Valkyrie with a brand new name, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're going from Lacey Ryan to Zoe Stark.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
So we're talking about how WWE changes names all the time. Okay, let's move on. Let's go back to night one. Next match, Pete Dunne defeated Kushida.
That was a super good technical match.
And you expect that because of Kushida. I mean, very technically sound wrestler.
2 of the top cruiserweights in the business.
Mm-hmm. The 6-man gauntlet was, and this is one I watched with a lot of fun to watch. It was a great match.
We all missed this one.
Yeah, we did. We did. So at least we all were in the same losing bracket on that one. Bronson Reed, won the 6-man gauntlet to take on Johnny Gargano in night 2. I loved it. I'll tell you what, there were some heavy spots in there. What's the small cruiserweight that reminds me of Leo Rush? Leon Ruff, is that his name?
Leon Ruff, yeah.
Man, he was being thrown around like a freaking rag doll in that match, and how he was able to stay. I'm sure the ice bucket had his name all over it.
He reminds me of Cheeseburger with ROH.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
I mean, he was being ragdolled, it seemed like, at some point. It was being thrown all over the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. All right, but a good match. Now, Walter retained the NXT UK Championship against Tommaso Ciampa, depending upon the preference. I thought it was a great match. I just did not like the ending. I thought the pin of just a couple of chops ending it just seemed a little bit of a letdown to what happened during the match. Yes,
How does somebody get Celtic crossed off the second rope and kicked out, and then he loses to a chop?
Exactly. To a hand that was supposedly damaged when he chopped the announce table thing.
Creative writing.
Now, people are saying that match was like match of the year so far in a lot of people's minds listening to some of the other talk sheets. I don't know.
I think it was the match of the week.
Okay. That makes I agree with that.
Just my opinion, and I'm wearing my favorite shirt today.
Well, that's because we're only talking about night one.
I'm telling.
Okay.
But when we get to night 2, though, we can boast about the results.
On the same week, I'm telling.
That's right. All right. MSK defeated Grizzled Young Vets and Legado del Fantasma to win the vacant NXT Tag Championships.
Hell yeah.
I think we all called that.
That was awesome.
Right? We all were on the right bandwagon there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Last match of night 1 saw a title change. Will we see Io Shirai now come up to the main roster after losing her championship to Raquel Gonzalez and is the new women's NXT champion? Gentlemen?
I wonder if her and Asuka will become a tag team.
God, if I have to hear 2 screaming freaking Japanese people, I'm going to freaking scream myself.
It'd be a good tag team, though.
It would, but they got to come up with some better gimmicks than to sit there and let them scream constantly.
Hey, I want to go off for a minute. Did anybody watch the women's tag team match last night?
I did not catch it live. No, sir.
I want to tell you something. This is my opinion. Tamina Snuka needs to get pushed. Okay? She needs a push. That girl put...
Didn't they wrestle singles, though, last night?
No, tag team.
Okay.
That girl knocked Nia Jax on her ass.
And she's well overdue for that. I mean, people thought that she was, in my opinion, reading a lot of the information I was seeing over the years, that you would think the Snuka name would have helped. But with what had been going on with Snuka towards the end of his life and all of this and all of that, I totally agree. And I'll tell you what, I would not be surprised if she and Natalya actually win this, win the belts.
I'm going to tell you, she put her on her ass with one shot.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to night 2.
Thank you for letting me change.
Before we go to Chiefs Rant. Night 2 saw Killian Dane and Drake Maverick defeat Breezango. Are they still wrestling? Breezango, I guess they are, is the number 1 contenders match.
Yeah. Drake Maverick, what a class act.
Thank you, Thomas Burnett. That's what I thought, too. Okay.
That young fella can put a match over. And with his tag partner, I think they've got a shot at winning the belts. I doubt it, but I would like to see it.
I thought it was a good match. Drake Maverick and Killian Dane should probably get a big push, but MSK being the tag champions. And I think Maverick and Killian Dane are good guys, so I don't know if you're going to have the face versus face tag team match.
Right.
But we'll see what happens.
Some great comments in the chat room. Thomas Burnett thinks it was a one-on-one, although their partners. I think Natalie came down after the match to help. She was whatever. The thing is that Snuka, it's time. Snuka
I was at work.
and
I
Natalie.
have no idea.
Yeah, I stand corrected. It was a singles match. Thank you.
There you go. All right. Next match from night 2. Santos Escobar defeated Jordan Devlin in a ladder match for the undisputed Cruiserweight Championship. I heard this was pretty ruckus. This was pretty good.
They used the match with the ladder. It was very creative. There was nothing said. Shawn Michaels, when he pushed the ladder in, didn't say a word.
Mm-hmm.
When the two combatants had the ladder in the ring, they didn't say anything about the ladders at all. But they used them. And it was a great match. Two great cruiserweights. No doubt about it. It was a great match.
702-329-6947.
Who's calling in next?
That's right. I'll tell you what, the next caller with predictions, I'll get you another Hand and Stone massage and facial spa certificate, a $99 value. It's 50 minutes for free with the certificate. So, next caller with some predictions, you will get that at 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to come into the studio.
I need to grab my ass to Henderson one of these days.
Next match, Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon defeated The Way to retain the Women's NXT Tag Championship. I think I'm okay with that.
I assumed they were going to retain. I don't think they were going to drop the belts that quick.
I'm glad. I'm glad Shotzi and Ember won it. The other two, they need to go away. They just need
speak about Candice LeRae
to
like
go
that.
away. I can speak any way I want. I'm the chief.
Next match, Johnny Gargano defeated Bronson Reed to retain the North American Championship.
That was a good match. Johnny Takeover took over.
Bronson. I think Bronson put himself on the map.
Oh yeah.
You know, he
in both matches, night
yes.
1 and night 2.
Yes,
did a great job.
I think I was talking to my significant other, and she asked me. She said, with Kevin winning the belt, who could wrestle him? And she said, well, maybe Bronson Reed. And I said, well, Kevin's already beat him. But I think Bronson's really, in these last 2 matches right here, has stepped his game up. Hopefully, Triple H and Shawn will write him some good stories now.
All right, next match to talk about, and I'm purposely skipping the next one. We're going to save that one to the end. Kyle O'Reilly defeated Adam Cole in an unsanctioned match that I think lasted over 40 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
That was epic. That was the match of the week.
Oh, so we have a contending match of the week discussion.
I think you called Kyle O'Reilly, Adam.
I thought Adam Cole was going to win.
Yeah, I called it right. The old man called it right. Kyle O'Reilly, he called it.
So he's only saying that because we can't go back to the videotape.
Every fish catches a worm now and then.
I'm going to bring the damn videotape in next week, and I'm gonna put you on notice.
Oh, is it every
right
squirrel
now.
catches a nut now and then?
A blind squirrel. All right, let's go to the highlight one that we all really love and want to talk about.
Wait a minute, I want to do a double on that. Okay, well, I'm good now.
All right, Karrion Kross defeated Finn Balor to win the NXT Championship. And, of course, you know how we all feel about Karrion here on this show.
Go ahead. Nope.
It's your guy. Go for it.
Nope, go ahead. Go ahead.
That was epic. I was literally on the edge of my seat the whole time, being like, come on, Kevin. Come on, Kevin. When he hit the coup de grace on him, I was like, no.
But he kicked out of it.
Yeah.
Kicked out of that. Standing tall. Scarlett right there, right?
Awesome match. The right person won.
Now, what happens to Finn? Does he stay in NXT? Do they bring him back up to Raw or SmackDown now after WrestleMania?
I think Finn, it looks like most of, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but it looks like most of the talent is on SmackDown on Friday nights. Mm-hmm. The Monday night needs a push, a big push. So maybe Finn goes back up to Raw and crosses brand.
Well, there was talk that Seth Rollins may be moving back to Raw, right? Something like that for a feud for him. So there may be some movement after WrestleMania. Again, after WrestleMania being hot, we always know in the past that the night after WrestleMania, the Raw is always probably the wildest edition. But there's going to be no fans for Raw, and I'm jumping ahead in conjunction with that.
Okay.
No road shows until maybe July, so they're not even going to hit for any local events. So we'll see what happens. All right.
Just don't be surprised if somebody shows up somewhere this weekend, and that's all the Chief will say.
I want Balor to move up, but I want to see the Demon Finn Balor versus Karrion Kross in a rematch.
That would be tremendous. That would be tremendous. By the way, Garth chimes in with this one. Even a broken watch is right twice a day. That's a good one. Garth. Okay. Garth also suggested a great tag team would be Kross teaming up with Dexter Lumis. Now you talk about intensity, guys.
Jesus.
Right?
How about Cross and Damian Priest?
I kind of like Loomis better after what I saw over the 2 nights. Garth does mention, and we'll read this one before, as we get ready to go to Chiefs Rant. Take a moment. We're going to wish all of our local men and women who have made it down to Florida, and wishing them the best of luck this weekend, and, of course, to get home safely. So we appreciate that as well. All right, with that, it's at the bottom of the hour. So when we come back, we'll now start talking about WrestleMania. That's pretty much going to take up the rest of the show more than likely. However, with that, without further ado, the man who's got his own shirt now on our shop, it is time now for Chiefs Rant.
I'm the one that I thought had 3/4 Alzheimer's, but boy, I don't know after that one.
He's got it full blown.
Hey, you know what? I don't have a rant today. I really don't.
You had one job.
But that's okay. I'm entitled to forget it once in a while. But I will say one thing, and I mean this with all due respect to all my wrestling buddies out there, and even some fans that I have. The Chief does have a T-shirt on the website. The Chiefs Rant T-shirt. So to all my wrestling buddies out there who, and I'm not saying it to be smart or anything like that, I support all of you. So if you get ahead a little bit in this time of need, stop over to the Thoughts Count Anywhere shop
At thoughtscountanywhere.com.
At thoughtscountanywhere.com, as my co-host says, and maybe pick a shirt up. I'm not telling you to. I'm not asking you to.
Or 2 or 3.
Or
all of them.
When I get mine, and if you want to wait, I'm going to. Mine's on the way. I bought the blue one, and so when it comes in, I'll wear it, and y'all can see it. And if you like it, pick it up.
How do you end it? End your rant. Chief out. There you go. Mike Halverson, forever the ball buster.
Mike, I'm glad you're here today because I got a question to ask.
Well, you may not want to ask him after I read his post. He says, Chief, I'm just going to make my own Chief shirt.
That's okay. You're entitled, sir. I'm going to. You know what, my friend? I'm going to find a 5X. And I'm going to get one for you.
Our Chief is better than yours.
Okay. Now, in saying that, my question to you is, Mike, and Aaron, can I get a favor? Could you scan in on the magazine possibly for me?
You mean zoom in?
Whatever.
You might want to tilt it a little bit because of the glare. There you go. Perfect shot. Just stand it up now.
I'm trying.
Here, I'll tell you what. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll put it in front of the belt because we know that should be glare-free. There we go.
Mike, does that bring back memories for you there, sir? I hope so. 2 of the greatest right there. One of the best feuds that I ever saw. Terry Funk and Dusty Rhodes. That magazine, folks, is from 1978. And as we've talked about it, That's how we used to find out about other territories when I lived back on the East Coast.
There's the date right at the top there, across the top.
1978. So, Mike, hopefully that brings
I was 14
back
at the time.
I wasn't even a thought yet.
Mike, hopefully that brings back some memories, buddy.
Oh, very good. I love how you bring this stuff in. This is great history to share with everybody. It's good stuff.
Hey, I tried.
Or I should say it's good shit. Oh, we got another caller.
I hope.
Caller, thank you for calling. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
This is Mike.
Mike.
Hey, Mike. Good morning, buddy.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Why?
Am I on?
Yes, you're on, dude.
Turn your radio
Fantastic.
down. Turn your radio
I
down.
absolutely love the Chief. He's my favorite.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
So what does that mean about Matt and I?
Well, who cares about Matt, honestly?
How about me?
Well, I like you, Aaron. You're
Okay.
all right.
All right, thank you.
But that you were showing that magazine, and I couldn't stop looking at it. My brother had those growing up. He's 10 years older than me, and watching wrestling. That PWI Insider is awesome. That brought back memories. He had that one. I remember that one.
Yeah, buddy.
Those magazines were the printed version of social media back in the day to try to stay in the loop of what was going on outside of your general area.
Yeah, that's all we had. That's all we had. Nobody sold them. You had to go to some stupid danky place in Minneapolis, where I'm from, to find those things. But I grew up with the AWA, so I got to see a lot of those things, and I grew up around a lot of the wrestlers that were out there. But I love that old stuff.
Absolutely.
I hate today's wrestling too, by the way. I
I
listen to you guys talk about it, and it kills me.
don't.
But you still listen, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Oh, I love the show. No, I love the show. I always watch. You never retire from wrestling. I don't do it anymore, but I listen to you guys, and I think it's great. I wish 2 hours though, Aaron. Come on, let's go.
Well, I told you the last time you called in, be our sponsor for that second hour, and you can come in and co-host with us.
I might do that.
All right. All right, let's talk, dude. Come on.
All right, send me an email how much I got to pay. I want a 2 hour show.
All right.
I'm down.
We're okay. You got it. I'll talk to the producer, see what we can do, and I'll email you.
But if we do it, Chief and I tag team against you and Matt.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
We'll set it up that way. I'm
Sounds
good
good
with
to
that.
me.
I'm good with that.
It'll be like when Braun Strowman brought that 12-year-old out of the audience.
Damn.
You guys calling yourselves 12-year-old?
Oh, listen. Yeah, really. Be careful when we talk about 12-year-olds on the air. We don't want to get in trouble. All right, Matt.
No, I'm talking about. Come on.
I'll have
All right,
to,
have a good day, guys.
I will continue to pull out memorabilia and bring it to the show. I'll bring you guys down a real cool piece. I got a original WrestleMania 1
nice
poster, not poster, but like the program. I got the original one.
Nice.
We'll make sure it's taken care of, brother.
Hey,
you ain't got to worry about that.
Mike, of course I will email you about what we talked about just now, but I want to set you up and for the hand and stone massage. So
I'm not having anybody touch me, Aaron.
Well, how about a significant other? Give it as a gift.
No.
Not even a significant other?
No.
All right then. Okay.
No. Give it to somebody else. Give it to Chief.
He's already got one.
I got mine.
Oh, okay. Well,
hey, they can't help me, brother. I'm beyond help.
Mike, listen, we greatly appreciate your support of the show, and I certainly will get back to you and we'll talk about expanding the show. Okay?
but if we do that, then we got to talk about local Vegas wrestling, because you got to be talking more about those guys like Shade and the other kids over at Versus.
I'm gonna break Shade's kneecaps today.
Well, Shade,
I got my shillelagh in the car just waiting.
Shillelagh. I haven't heard that since second grade.
Well, I'll show it to you.
Shade,
want me to go
no,
get
I
it?
don't want to see your shillelagh.
Okay.
Keep it in, would you please?
Right.
We've actually had Shade on the show numerous times. He calls in. But we agree. We try to dip into some of the local. Like today, I'll be at Versus Pro Wrestling. I'll be doing commentary there.
Wes was on. Wes
All right, we had Wes. They took over the studio one day. So you're right. We try to, But we have that second hour. We can certainly focus on that in the second hour you're suggesting.
Yeah.
Perfect. We'll talk, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Thanks, guys.
You got it.
Talk to you, Mike. Thanks.
Mike Halverson chiming in, former pro wrestler, so he too knows of what he speaks. And we greatly appreciate his show, even though the topic of WWE makes him throw up. He still tunes in.
I want to hear Sean Hyde's thoughts.
Let's see. Does he have any in there? I don't know.
No, I mean on the telephone.
Oh, on the telephone. Oh, Sean says, Chief and Mike versus the unguided. You and I would be the unguided, Matt.
No, that's his son. And
Hey, I want to.
We get April Hom to be our manager.
Real quick. The unguided
Yes.
down in Florida. Sean, thanks for putting the match up on on social
Well, we
media.
can be unguided, too. God knows we don't know what we're doing.
They represented Vegas quite well. They
Yes.
went down in FSW champions, came back FSW champions.
Right on.
So the young guys, congratulations.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into it. WrestleMania predictions. Man, time is flying by. I love it. Okay, night one, which starts tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific, only on the Peacock Network. So you have to have Dave. I got a $1.97 credit coming back to me for my WWE membership.
Hey, you got that message too.
You got a $1.97? We got a $1.97 coming back.
That's $3.98.
I've had that thing since damn near day one.
That's 30.
And all I get back is, I'll give you a $1.97 refund.
Well, it's not as much as $37.5, but what the hell, right? All right, night one. Let's get to some predictions, gentlemen. This is where I think we'll focus as best as we can.
Let's roll it.
Raw Tag Team Championships, The New Day versus AJ and Omos. Hell of a spot for Omos to make his wrestling debut.
Might almost win the tag team championships, but
Almost?
I think the New Day is going to retain.
I agree with you.
Okay?
I agree.
Let's make that a
agree.
three-way sweep on that
I
one.
agree.
All right, here's a great match. Here's a guy that's going to be highlighted that is well-deserved. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro.
I'm going with Cesaro.
Seth Rollins has had his WrestleMania moments. It's about time Cesaro gets his time.
Well, but didn't he win the inaugural Andre the Giant Battle Royale, the first or second one? Because I know Baron won one.
He won the first one.
He won the first one. So he did have a moment, but not the moment.
But like you said, what do you get
Nothing.
out of it?
Nothing.
So this is his moment.
Yeah, oh, I totally agree. I want to see him win as well. All right.
I did forget one match on there.
Which one?
The women's tag match that'll get the winners. And
the four-way?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
We'll
okay.
we'll get to that. All right. Shane McMahon, Strowman in a steel cage.
I hope that they have a pine box there, and Shane gets put in it, and he just goes away. And he used to be one of my favorites. I got to admit that.
He only comes back to jump off cages and do a ridiculous spot in WrestleMania.
Once a year at WrestleMania, that's it.
It's time, though, he stops. I agree.
I think he's either going to jump off the cage, or I actually think
But
Braun
he's already
Strowman,
done that against Undertaker.
I think Braun Strowman's going to throw him physically through the cage,
Like
and
Mick
Shane
Foley?
McMahon's going to win just because he's going to hit the floor first.
Forcefully.
But
Gotcha. Oof. Oof. All right, next match. We're going to see Bad Bunny and Damian Priest take on Miz and Morrison.
Bad Bunny and Damian Priest.
That'll be my potty break.
I think that's a sleeper match because they said Bad Bunny's been in the ring literally every single day since the Royal Rumble. Even Triple H, everybody's saying this guy's going to surprise everybody, so I'm kind of looking forward to this.
I am too.
And Damian Priest is going to debut, or he's going to have a WrestleMania match. I've been a fan of his since he's Punishment Martinez, so
I seen Damian wrestle long time ago when he was in training at Monster Factory back in Jersey.
Oh wow!
With Danny Cage, and I'm glad to see him get in the WrestleMania moment. And I agree with you. It's going to be Bad Bunny and Damian.
All right. Be interesting. Let's see. SmackDown Women's Championship. We'll get to that in a second. Well, no, we got both championships. All right. Banks and Belair.
I agree with the caller that called in, Bianca Belair.
I think so, too.
Just cause I'm going with Sasha Banks.
Just because we don't want to all agree. That's no fun. Oh, we have another caller coming in on the line. Caller, thank you for calling Thoughts Count Anywhere. Your name and where are you calling from, please?
This is Sean Hyde.
Sean, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, fellas?
The boys did good.
Yeah, I know, Chief. You wanted me to call, so I'm calling. I'm on my way to work. You guys get me through my prep every Saturday.
Right on, man.
Awesome.
But I also, I had to give props to Bad Bunny. He's been getting a bad rap, and I know I've been fighting for him whenever he's brought up on your guys' show and different things like that. As a longtime wrestling fan and watching these celebrities come and go, this is a kid that's been a lifelong wrestling fan. He's dedicated some of his professional career to it. And from what I'm hearing, the guys in the gym, like you guys were talking about every day and putting his best foot down. He's not sitting on social media like, some of these other rappers or whatnot nowadays that have been doing nothing but calling out wrestlers and talking bad about the industry.
Soulja Boy.
You mean jabronis?
Jabronis.
Yeah. I think if anything, he's done what all these young kids have, been told from day one. Keep your mouth shut and your ears open, and that's all I've seen from him, and nothing but respect from him. So, go Bad Bunny.
And wipe your feet before you get in the ring.
Absolutely. Sean, would you like to be the recipient of Mike Halverson's massage certificate for calling in today?
Sure, why not?
All right, excellent. Do me a favor. I know you're driving, but I know we're connected. I just need your pertinent details and email and certain information. Email to me, and then I will arrange everything. Are you able to? Well, you're driving, so you're not.
Yeah. When I go on break at work, I'll check it. I'll watch back. I saw or heard the email that you gave out. So
Okay.
I'll shoot you an email later.
And if not, I'll just send it to you on Facebook. So just let me know.
Sounds good, man.
All right,
you
brother.
guys have a good day.
Thanks.
It's always great. Like I said, you guys get me through every Saturday. My wife laughs at me because every Saturday morning at 9, I start getting ready for work, and I put on the phone, and it just follows me around the house while I'm getting ready.
Well, Sean,
Awesome. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I have goosebumps, man. We appreciate the follow, bud. Have a good day at work, huh?
Yeah. Yep. You guys be good, man.
Love you, brother.
All right.
All right. Love you too, Chief.
All right. What I'd like to do is ask our producer. We're going to take a shorter break. If you can just pull up the Garth commercial to run, please, and then we'll run that and then come back and hopefully finish up WrestleMania. You're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If inspiration is the beginning, where does it lead? Experience the 2021 Mazda 3 sedan and see where inspiration can take you.
Grab the brass ring in a 2021 Mazda 3 with exclusive FSW discounts at Findlay Mazda. Get Garth today at the Valley Auto Mall.
Welcome back.
All right, Thomas Burnett, you're up now, buddy. I'm expecting a phone call from you now.
Which, by the way, Thomas just moved stores. He works for Albertsons.
Yeah, which one are you at now,
That I don't
anyway?
remember, but it's another Albertsons. So anyway, yeah, Thomas. But listen, while you do this, get out to the shop, thoughtscountanywhere.com. Go to the shop, pick up Chief's Rant shirt, pick up the new Thoughts Count Anywhere. This is good shit T-shirt.
Chief, if you got this kind of power, just to be like, hey, call in, plug the store.
Exactly.
But buy a damn shirt.
Well, he did during his rant, but
yeah.
So we'll give him credit for that. But absolutely. All right. Now, you mentioned, let's go finish up Night Run real quickly. The women's four-way, the tag team. It's Mandy and Brooke. Am I thinking right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then we have Tamina and Natalie, right? Natalia, Natty. Naomi and
Lana
is 3. Oh, and Riot Squad.
Yeah.
Ruby
Right?
and
and then isn't we saw a hookup now with Billy Kay and Carmella on TV. I don't know if they're going to fit in anywhere. They're not part of the match, but that's all of a sudden now we have a 5th women's tag team.
Billy Kay was saying something about like looking through applications. If this doesn't turn into like an Iconics reunion,
it's crazy.
It's a waste.
All right, so the winner of that wins the title. Is that correct, or they face
Goes
on the
against
second night?
They go up against
against Nia and Shayna in night 2.
On night 2. All right. So who's your prediction to go against them from night 1?
The Iconics.
Okay.
Iconics, and they're going to win the tag championships.
I'm going to go with Natty and Tamina. We talked about it earlier. I'm going to go that way.
But out of the people that are in there, I'm going
Right.
to go Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose.
You know what? I would not be disappointed if they were to win as well. But anyway, all right. So good. So all right. Last but not least, the WWE
I'm going to make it real quick. Drew McIntyre wins.
on the line. Another challenge has been selected. Mr. Thomas Burnett joins us. How are you, buddy? Longtime fan. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing very well.
Hey, are you at work?
No, I don't go until 2:30.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
What store? Yeah, you just moved to. Which is the new
Yeah,
one?
where is your new store?
Charleston and Sloan, 5881 East Charleston Boulevard.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Now we know where to send the bill for advertising for Albertsons. There you go.
There we go.
Yes.
All right, give us your predictions.
Give us some
there, young
predictions,
man.
dude.
Okay, Cesaro will make Rollins tap out to the sharpshooter.
Ooh, that's a pretty direct how he's going to finish the match. After a swing?
37 swings for WrestleMania 37.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Because he got him at 22 on TV or something? 37 swings. That's pretty good. What else you got?
It will be Natalya and Tamina against Shayna and Nia.
Okay. And who wins the belts?
Shayna and Nia will retain.
All right.
What about Drew and Bobby?
Drew.
Okay. He'll get his real He'll get 2 WrestleMania moments. First one coming out and winning the title back.
How about Bad Bunny and Bad Bunny versus Miz and Morrison?
Bad Bunny and Damian Priest. Bunny pins Morrison.
Yeah, he mentioned that in there. Last but not least, give us your Universal Championship prediction. Reigns, Bryan, and Edge.
Bryan makes Edge tap out.
Nice.
I didn't see that
Yeah.
one coming.
All right, listen, dude, you want that massage?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. Can you write down my email address?
Yeah.
All right. Aaron Phillips, LV2018
Okay.
at Gmail.
At Gmail.
Send me your email and pertinent info, which I'll have when you email me, and the pertinent details of yourself, and I'll get it over there and set it up for you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, my brother. Be well. Thank you for calling in, and as always,
too.
thank you for being part of our universe here.
Thanks, Thomas.
All right. I love it. Night 2. Let's get into night 2.
Chief.
Sorry.
Buy
You're
merch.
making all these
Buy
demands.
merch.
Hold on. No, not even that.
What?
Not even that.
What?
You know all these people, and you're demanding phone calls, and they're calling in.
Absolutely.
You know a guy.
I do.
Demand something.
I wouldn't demand I wouldn't demand a freaking thing from him. I would ask him.
He'll break
He's
my
the
knee.
only person that can do it.
That's true.
I've
No,
seen
I
it
think
in person.
I think Chief's wife may have a little more leverage than Chief with carrying.
Listen, we're working on it.
I've seen other people terrified, and I've seen Chief just come up and be like,
We're
do this. Oh, okay, Chief, no problem.
We're working on it. When it happens,
We'll have
Epic.
breaking news.
Epic.
yes, we will.
We'll have news. All right, let's go into night 2 real quickly as the clock is winding down on us, TikTok, ironically.
I'd like to get the unguided in here.
Here's a
Okay.
question for you to ponder as we talk about night 2.
Let's roll.
New Mount Rushmore. Does Daniel Bryan belong on the Mount Rushmore? I'm just going to leave it there. Just rhetorically for right now, I want to let that float. I have some reasons and thoughts on that. But let's go to night 2. The United States Championship, Riddle versus Sheamus.
Riddle, because he's awesome.
Bro.
You know what? I like Riddle, but I'm going with Sheamus.
I think Sheamus puts.
Just my gut says it.
I think Sheamus puts Riddle over, and I think Riddle will
I
retain.
think that's more heartburn, but
That's
No, I took my medicines this morning, Otto, just so you know, Otto.
quick article that I read this morning on the Hurt Business. One of the reasons that they broke up the Hurt Business is apparently Vince McMahon is no longer on the trail for Benjamin and for Cedric.
Really?
He wanted to. He doesn't like him. He wanted to stop the push, and I think that's one of the reasons why the Hurt Business broke up.
Okay.
Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Of course, Kevin Owens threatened last year to jump off the pirate ship, and I saw the
pirate ship's there.
The pirate ship is there. He's plotting.
I say Kevin.
Kevin. Off the pirate ship.
Off the pirate ship. Nothing but net. Intercontinental Championship.
Big E.
Big E. What is a Nigerian drum match? Has anything come out about what that is? I haven't seen anything.
If Big E doesn't win this match in his hometown, we have a problem.
I agree. I think Big E retains because we see.
The only thing is that Apollo Crews has lost like 3 in a row.
But that, yeah.
It's going to be 4 now, baby.
Absolutely.
With a drumstick to the head.
The Fiend and with Alexa Bliss takes on Randy Orton. Are we looking at a cinematic kind of silly thing? I shouldn't say silly, but
I say Randy's going to win it.
I'm going with The Fiend.
I'm going with Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
The Raw Women's Championship, we talked about this early. I think we're all in agreement that Ripley will probably beat Asuka.
Oh, yeah. Nobody even remembers, like, Asuka's a freaking women's champion.
I know. Well, and that's WWE's fault. They haven't done anything to put her in that position.
She's had it since Becky gave it to her, and
Yeah.
I think she's defended it, like, a handful of times, maybe?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. All right. And the big one, we presume to be the main event for night 2, Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and Edge for the Universal title.
I'm going with Edge. He's been through too much. He's been gone for too long.
You deferring to me? Is that what you're staring at me, or are you waiting to speak?
I'm deferring to you.
You know, in a way, I think Roman will retain because this storyline of the head of the table is too strong, and you have Jey Uso now, even though he wins nothing but accolades, he got that big win, and that may change the dynamic a little bit. Heart tells me I would love to see Daniel Bryan because also it's like WrestleMania, was it 30 when he ran the gauntlet there? Heart tells me Daniel Bryan, and I'm going to go with my heart. My head says Roman, but
you talk something about Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I'm just going to say 2 words: Daniel Bryan.
There you go. All right. You know what? Let's do birthdays as we go out. Let's because I have nothing else on the matches. Right? We covered everything there.
You want to talk about the Hall of Fame real quick?
I did not see it, but if there's any particular comments in the Hall of Fame that you guys have, let's do it.
I think there was a couple people who should had their moment in front of a live crowd.
Okay.
Overall, I think the Hall of Fame sucked.
Okay.
I thought it was good just because I like the shorter speeches after going to CAC for a couple years and hearing people talk for hours.
Yep.
5-10 minutes is good enough. That was just sucks it wasn't in front of a crowd.
Yep. Totally agree.
I want to know where they came out with the cheering JBL chant. That's never happened in real life ever.
I know, right? Some other notes. Dark Side of the Ring, great series. Season 3 debuts May 6th, which is great, on the Vice Network. Chris Jericho will be on Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions immediately following WrestleMania. We haven't really talked too much about that, but we will. And with that, let's get into some birthdays as we say goodbye for this week.
Happy birthday to you.
If you are celebrating a birthday this week from today through next Friday, you are celebrating birthdays with these people on April 10th. That is today. Paul Bearer, Jesse Neal, and Juice Robinson. April 11th, Harley Race, one of the greatest champions of all time in wrestling, Dustin Rhodes, and the late Balls Mahoney. April 14th, you're celebrating with Lita, Bryan Adams, and Marina Schaefer. April 15th on Tax Day, well, not this year, they pushed Tax Day back a month, Austin Aries. And on April 16th, George the Animal Steel. Didn't we talk about him last week?
Yep.
You had the figure. Should have brought that back tonight.
Yeah.
Vicky Guerrero, excuse me! Guest here on Twin Brothers, Paul London and Mia Yim.
Thoughts count anywhere.
Thoughts, right? What did I say?
Twin Brothers.
Did I say Twin Brothers? Shit. Thoughts count anywhere.
It is
well, you know
good
what
shit. Buy the shirt.
That's right. Buy the stuff on the shop. That does it for birthdays. We are up against it. But listen, tonight, have fun. Post your comments on our page for reactions and thoughts and comments. We will not put any spoilers out there to the best of our ability. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please enjoy the shows tonight. Final thoughts.
Have a good night. Everyone enjoy WrestleMania and Jericho's interview. Hopefully it's going to be an entertaining couple days.
Hopefully it's going to be awesome. Chief, final thoughts as we say goodbye.
Thanks for the call-ins today.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.
Prince Philip, rest in peace.
There you go. By the way, thank you to Aaron Ellickus here at Go Live Vegas Studios for our new logo up behind us on all the screens with the flames.
So pretty.
It is on fire. This show's on fire. 10,000 plus fans on Facebook. We appreciate each and every one of you being part of our universe. Thank you for watching. I'm Aaron Phillips. 10:30, 30 minutes. Rise of the Fan. Myself and Brett Lawson will be talking about sports in a whole different way. Be kind, everybody. Why is that? We're all we got. We'll see you next week right here post-WrestleMania version of Thoughts Count Anywhere.